Hi, it's Christine Ruiz, ChristineDeco.com. I would put some chapstick on, but Dane is sleeping. I literally was writing an email to my newsletter, to my list, um, about 15 minutes before now. And I was telling them I was trying to get Dane to take a nap because I want to actually be able to focus. For those of you who caught me yesterday, what's today? Today's Wednesday, September 5th. So not happy birthday, happy first day of school. We're back to school for all of my New Yorkers and Northeasterners. I know a lot of your other children, if you're in Georgia or the South or different areas, have been in school, I guess for maybe some even a month have been in school. But in our area, yesterday, Ava started school. She goes to private school, and today, public school. Everybody's in school, and just I would say disregard this pimple to my eyes. It's so big. I feel like my third eye, right? Maybe that's a sign. We need to focus. But anyhow, so I wanted to start, or not what I want. What I am doing and starting is a afternoon delight. I kind of, and I know I'm sure I'm not the only one who has dealt with this or kind of been through it, but there's times where I will go live and I'll go live consistently, like every weekday. And then, and you guys, I say it all the time, I'm an empath and I'm an emotional person and very big on feelings. And so I'll sort of sometimes get in a rut. And while I'm busy emailing my list or doing other things for my business, promotional wise, I haven't been taking the time to regularly get on here and share and invest in other people, share, do something that can help other people and impact their lives. Hi, Sarah. Um, so yes, so I started Afternoon Delight, kind of like that Afternoon Delight, but not that kind. I like a good Afternoon Delight. But this is a PG educational Afternoon Delight. Hi, Chris. Thanks for joining me. So every day, and I'm going to try to stick to 12. I figure if I give myself the time, no matter what, stick to it. So Dane is asleep. That's on my lips are. I wanted to put chapstick on, but I didn't. But anyhow, y'all know I ramble. Thanks for saying hi, Sarah. So I wanted to start with This Way is Very Focused series, starting with lifesavers. And those of you, I know, I'm silly. So those of you who have read The Morning Miracle by Hal Elrod, or even have heard me mention The Morning Miracle by Hal Elrod, are already familiar with this. But essentially what he did was come up with, and he had, I think, 2 or 3 very life-changing, life-altering situations happen that were kind of, hi EJ, almost like near-death experiences. But anyhow, he sort of, in doing his studying and realizing that a lot of people who are truly successful have a system that they do every morning. And if you read things like entrepreneur.com and just are into that sort of thing, you know that everyone says how you start your day sets a tone, and that's why it's so important. So what he did was come up with an acronym called Lifesavers, and so S being silence, A being affirmations, V being visualize or visualizations, E exercise, R is reading, and S is scribe or writing. But I guess it was hard coming up with an S, that what another word to say writing. So he came up with scribing. Hey Becky, hey EJ. So I wanted to each day take a moment, and I will try not to ramble on too long. I've been here for 4 minutes already and I haven't actually gotten to the nitty gritty, so let me get on with it. So we're going to start with silence, the S, the first letter. And I've got some notes. And with S and silence, there's different ways that you can be silent, which technically aren't that silent, depending on how you do them, but it represents being silent, being still in your thoughts, in your energy, in your life, so that you can sort of have some clarity. So S and silence can happen in whether it's meditation, whether it's prayer, deep breathing, and reflection. And honestly, it can be a mixture of all of these put together. Everyone kind of has their different thing, and especially if you haven't done it before, it can sort of be confusing, like, how do I even start? I know for me, I do the route of meditation specifically, and I don't know if it's because I just have a mind that's always busy and always thinking. I don't know if any of you have ever gone through this, but sometimes it's hard to be still, especially when we're in this time of iPhones and cell phones and everything that's constantly going. It's hard to sit back and be still. So I went the route of guided meditation. And I started off with another author I really appreciate, Dr. Joe Dispenza. And I always say, pretty much any book I have, I get it in print, but I also get in audibles. So if there's a book I mentioned that I have and you don't have it and you're interested in getting it, send me a direct message, put a comment in here, let me know, because I can actually get you that audio book, not the physical one to read, but the audible book I can get to you for free. So if you don't have that, definitely, definitely send me a message, write a comment, let me know because I can get the book to you. And also, if this topic or any of this is something that you think can help someone else, always feel free to share it. Yeah, it's public. I make these videos public, despite sometimes my house being junky in the background or my face not looking the way I like it, because who wants to go live when they have a pimple in between their eyes? Yeah, right. But if it's something that can help someone, always feel free to share it. But anyhow, Dr. Joe Dispenza has several books, and he actually has CDs or audio guided meditations where he's essentially, you're closing your eyes, you're listening, you know, put in your headphones, or if you want to put a display, not a display, but hi Rolita, or if you want to put it like, I guess if you're in a room and you're by yourself and you want to put it on speakers, but I would typically put it in my earbuds. And he literally is taking you and walking you step by step by step through a process of meditation that after you've done it for, and some people take months, days, years to master meditation. But y'all hear Dana snoring, look at this. I was nursing him, so that's why he's looking like that. But essentially, it's really for beginners. And even people who maybe aren't beginners but just like a guided meditation. I've actually been meditating for maybe 2 years now, and I still like a guided meditation. I've since moved to another person who does a guided meditation, and he's one of my Facebook friends, Ray Williams. He's known as the mind mechanic, but he's a hypnotist and sort of a therapist for me, quite honestly. But he does sort of hypnosis and therapy, like a combination. So he's actually a part of his service is making a tailored guided meditation for you. So that's what I've been listening to now. Like he literally says my name, and the things that he's talking about in my meditation are things that we've discussed. So he kind of takes the whole picture and, oh, hi baby, I love you going live on nursing. Yes, Sarah, he's actually off my boob, but he was like, I literally had him in my lap in nursing, so I just put the shirt back down. But that tit knocks him out every time, you know what I'm saying? Milk drunk, the good tit. But anyhow, so yes, guided meditation is something that I recommend for people who haven't done. And that's why I say, but seriously, how? Because it's really just hard to be still. Some tips when it comes to meditating are remember to breathe. That's something that they really focus on is the deep inhale, and holding it, and then really releasing it through your mouth. I think I just did something really random and weird on my Facebook Live, but truly inhaling, holding it, really filling up your lungs, and then purposely exhaling it through your mouth. And a lot of times they'll tell you when you're inhaling, I've been there, I nursed Octavia until 22 months. Sarah, I love it. So sidebar, I nursed Ava, my oldest. She stopped around 23 months. She weaned herself. She was just over me at some point. Dane is 23 months. His birthday is September 26th. So we will see how long he's going to keep nursing. I'm going to let him self-wean. Some people think he's too old to be nursing. It's not your tit. It's not your baby. That's my thoughts on it. But I'm an advocate of letting your child self-wean and letting them get off the tit when they're ready. Plus, I don't have to worry about my tits drying up. That's no fun. I don't want to have to walk around with cabbage on my chest because I'm in pain because my milk is stuck and it's not getting out. But anyhow, that's a whole breastfeeding mom talk. Right, it's none of their business. I mean, well, technically I'm putting it on live, so I guess it's not still not their business, but I guess I like to be real. And if my child has to eat, they're gonna eat whether I'm going live or not. But anyhow, meditation, right? And now you can see why it's hard for me to meditate. So I would say, doing your earbuds, but remembering to breathe, inhaling, holding it in. When you're inhaling, bringing in feelings and thoughts of peace, of calm, and exhaling whatever anxiety, whatever worries, whatever's pressing, so that you can truly be in the moment. And that's honestly really hard to do, especially in this day and time. And honestly, showing yourself grace. Because when it comes to meditating, a lot of times we all think, hey, Courtney, how are you doing? You joined me for lunch. Look at that. So a lot of times, hold on, Rona, what am I saying? Stillness. Oh, having grace with yourself. And I say that because oftentimes when we are starting something new, we want to just be totally focused and to get it right, to do it the right way and be the best at it. And we can sometimes be competitive within our own selves. And so to give yourself grace, because I'm going to be quite honest, when I was a novice in meditating, and even now, there are times where I will fall asleep dead ass. Like I'll be meditating and then the thing will go off and I realize I don't know what happened the last 10, 15 minutes of my meditation because my butt fell asleep. I'm a mom and I got 4 kids, so it's likely because I'm tired. But still, showing yourself grace if you drift off in thought, and you're supposed to have clear thoughts and technically be in a state of nothingness and just be present and focus on that moment. But if your mind drifts off, have grace with yourself, because meditation is something that takes time to master. And like I said, it could take you a few days, a few weeks, months, years to master. But having grace with yourself, because at least you're taking the time to do it. So it's not about being perfect, doing it the right way, whether you're failing or not at it, but about you taking action. And so even if you feel like every time I go to meditate, I fall asleep, or every time I go to meditate, I don't feel like I'm doing the best job, have grace with yourself and continue to do it, because it's going to be worth it. In the end, another tip, although I'm quite honest, it's a tip, I don't practice it because I meditate at 5:20, between 5:15 and 5:30 in the morning is when I start meditating. Dane tends to want to get up and nurse, so it's kind of hard for me to get up and go in another room or truly be by myself when I meditate. So oftentimes I am in the bed and I am laying down, which is probably why I go to sleep. But then there's other times I'm in the bed, I'm laying down, I'm meditating, and I have the most awesome experience. So, and honestly, that's something that Ray, probably have to tag him in this, but a tip he really said was that people tell you the right way to meditate, but it's okay. It's okay if you fall asleep, because you're going where you need to go in that meditation in that time. So, but they do say try not to do it laying down or in the bed, because you are likely to go to sleep. And if maybe meditation feels weird, I don't know, some people feel like meditation isn't of a Christian thing, or I don't know, sometimes people have their own beliefs, but remember, the silence can be prayer. So you can pick a scripture, a verse from a hymn, or something that you want to really focus on from a spiritual and emotional place, and say that and really just spend some time, whether it's 15 minutes, it's an hour, whatever it is, focused on that scripture, focused on praying. But I always say prayer is, in my opinion, prayer is a conversation with God. So you shouldn't be talking the whole time when you pray. You can talk and talk to God, or if for those of you who believe it's a higher being or higher cause, whatever it is, but you should also take time to be still and listen too. So, and then how long? 14 minutes. I'm going to wrap this up. So some things I do want to share, and you guys, if this is like interesting to you, hit like or hit share. Y'all don't gotta be rude. I think I posted about the other day. I see y'all looking. So don't be rude, hit the like button. It's not gonna hurt you. I promise you, if you hit like or share, your computer or your phone, it won't blow up. I promise you. But some things I did look up on healthline.com. Some of the benefits they said of meditation are reducing stress, controls anxiety, which I think is awesome. Controls anxiety. And I think that's important, because a lot of times people who are anxious are often worried, and when you worry about what could happen or what might happen, you're literally emotionally putting yourself through that situation. And let's say that situation doesn't happen. You literally still spent time in your life putting yourself emotionally and physically through that experience. Not to say physically, but emotionally and mentally through that experience that may or may not happen. So worrying is truly a waste of not just time, but it's a waste of emotion and energy. Um, and it's just not worth it. So that is an awesome benefit of meditation, is that it does control your anxiety. And a really good one that I think, and I forgot what school district, there's some schools that are starting to incorporate meditation. My daughter's new school, they do yoga in the morning, and so some sort of meditation. But a big thing that kids and adults alike can benefit from is that meditation lengthens your attention span. And many of us can't focus that long. We can't sit still. So that, to have that be a benefit, that it lengthens our attention span, I think is awesome. When I looked another article, Psychology Today, they spoke about meditation increasing your immune function, which, hey, we need that. And it decreases pain and inflammation at the cellular level. So I hit y'all with some opinion. I hit y'all with some science and some facts, some how-to, some steps. So again, I'm going to wrap this up because y'all know I talk a lot. Got the gift of gab, but I definitely wanted to share this. And tomorrow we are going to go over letter A in S.A.V.E.R.S, which is affirmation. And so I'm going to give you guys some just insights, some information, some how-to, some resources. If you guys are like, where can I find some of this stuff? I will definitely be sharing this information. So, like I said, if this is all coming from the morning miracle, the miracle morning. Yes, The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. If you don't have the book and you're interested, I don't have the physical book. I can send you for free. I can get that on Amazon. But dang, Snore's, look at him. He is knocked out. This is his little juicy face. He's just knocked out. But if you want the Audible book, I do have it. I can get that to you for free. And I do have at least one guided meditation by Dr. Joe Dispenza that I can also, because I have that on Audible, I can send. I think it's from the second book, You Are the Placebo. But I can, my planner. I wrote my notes, y'all see? I was so prepared. I wrote notes. From Dr. Joe Dispenza. So if any of you are like, you know what, I don't know how to meditate, I would like the guided meditation. Sorry, for free. Send me a direct message. If you know me personally, send me a text message. Send me an email, whatever it is, and I will get the guided meditation to you for free and the Miracle Morning to you for free. So I hope that's helpful. Like I said, share this out because maybe it can't benefit you. Maybe you're not even interested, but you might know someone who's stressed out or who needs to meditate. And not just that, but someone that this can help. So definitely feel free to share it out. And for those of you that sat here this whole time, this 18 minutes and 20 something seconds, I definitely appreciate you. And hope I'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. So enjoy your lunch. Thanks for joining me for Afternoon Delight. I may not dance or do that at the end of every video. Or I might. Earl, you want to join? I just literally about to get off. You're going to have to catch the replay because I got to get some stuff done. But thank you guys. And like I said, share this out. And if you're just catching us a replay, thank you for watching the replay too. Have a great... Courtney, you laughing? Right. I'll be like so ready to get off and someone pops on and I'm like, really? I'm done now. But 12 o'clock I'll be here. 12 o'clock Monday through Friday. And after we do the Miracle Morning, we'll of course go to different topics. But this is where we're starting. So I hope this was helpful and have a great day. Bye.